Hello shiny people, welcome to Rubberly. We're very excited to present to you our feature of the Melbourne Rubberman 2023 competition.
We've just arrived home from an exciting weekend of sleep. A fun weekend in Melbourne when the new Melbourne Rubberman is crowned. We've had a great weekend of shiny shenanigans, so sit back while we take you along with us.
Delcy, welcome to Rubberly.
Thank you.
We've seen that you've got quite a pedigree that Melbourne Rubber's put up on the group. Look, the first thing I had to ask is, where the hell do you find the energy?
I don't know, maybe having ADD?
I can relate to that, that's fair enough. So with all that experience, what is really going to stand out from our contestants tonight for you?
For me, I'm looking for people that understand intersectionality, they understand inclusion, and they're looking at ways we can also continue to support like all members of the rubber community. Yeah, within our spaces.
That's fair. I think that's a very easy shoe-in for a lot of them because rubber is for everyone, really. Being the inaugural Miss Rubber Melbourne, have there been any wild or standout moments for you during your year of reign?
Yeah, I've had a great time. I've really enjoyed working with the community and the Melbourne Rubber Committee. Continue to kind of build on the scene here. We're working towards having 3 titles next year, and we're incorporating an MX title. So I'm working on the ground to kind of make that happen, and I'm really excited about that.
The what, sorry?
The MX title.
MX title. Oh, the non-binary.
Yeah.
That's fair. With your experience from unicorns, I've tried to get to that every time, but when it was running, I was living in Canberra at the time, but it looked like a whale of a time. Your experience running it, how has that shaped your journey into the rubber title holder?
I think unicorns always had like an element of kink, and for me, I always enjoyed wearing latex at unicorns, so I think it was kind of like a cute progression from incorporating that into the work that I was doing to running for the title.
That's really good to hear. I have to say, don't run out of steam tonight because it's a critical night.
Need a little rest in between each one, I think.
That's all good. And also, I've got to note, it was a joy to hear you on Joy FM the other night as well.
Oh, thanks. Yeah, it was really cool to talk about so many things I'm passionate about on the show.
No problems. Well, best of luck with it all, and have a lovely MRM.
Rubbery time. Woohoo!
Pussycat, welcome to Rubberly and welcome to Melbourne Rubberman 2023.
Thank you. I'm glad to be here.
Yeah, so for Melbourne, is this your first trip?
Oh yes, this is my first trip down.
How's the Melbourne Rubber hospitality been treating you?
It's been amazing.
And they truly are a great crowd.
Oh yes, very, very polite, very friendly, very welcoming.
I noticed that too. I'm also an out-of-towner myself, so I've been juggling many roles, I hear, including a couple such as MRM23 and President of the Onyx Deep South.
Correct.
Do you care to explain to our viewers what Onyx Deep South is all about?
So Onyx Deep South is basically a leather organization for people of color and our allies. And we have 9 chapters throughout the U.S. And Deep South is it covers the state of Florida and the Caribbean.
That's really good. What are some of the visions or missions of the group?
So we embrace the PLC kinky folks in really creating safe spaces for ourselves and our siblings.
That's excellent. I'm lost for words with that. That's really good. With our contestants tonight, what are you looking for as a judge? What's going to stand out for you tonight?
For me, it's about an individual that is for the community and willing to really do the work to help bridge the community and highlight the wonderful shininess that we all bring.
That's awesome. We are hoping that one person in particular wins. we all have that one person to win, but I'm sure it'll be a fair decision either way.
Oh yes, it's definitely going to be a hard decision. We have 3 amazing contestants. All 3 of them are very unique and bring something very special to the community. So in my book, they're all our winners. Unfortunately, we do have to pick one, but they're all our winners, and they're all definitely going to be good champion leaders within the community, the Melbourne community.
That's actually a very good point. Anyone that rolls their sleeves up to enter a title holder contest, that is an effort unto itself.
Oh yeah, definitely.
Yeah. Anyway, it was great to chat, and we'll see how we go later on tonight.
All right, thank you for having me.
No worries. Hey Preston, obviously welcome to Melbourne Rubberman 23 and welcome to the Rubberly channel. I understand this isn't your first rodeo. How many trips to Melbourne now?
I think it's my third time here in NARM. Yeah. It's been been a few years actually. Been about 5 years.
Third time in Latex as well. I hear you like to travel in Latex.
I do. So I have a profile which is tight_connection on Instagram. Basically, I fly and travel in latex in a variety of different outfits and get a lot of reactions from both passengers and also from staff on the airplanes and in airports.
We've understood that you've been quite the activist for people of colour in the queer community. There's a lot of people who look up to that. They wonder, am I able to start such a thing? So what advice would you give to anyone looking to start something to make a difference in their community?
That's a great question. I think one of the things that is so striking about the fetish community is the fact that, we are all brought together by what binds us, which is the fetish for latex or leather or what have you, for pet play, for ABDL. At the same time, these identities that we have in the fetish community and the kink community intersect with the identities that we have that are outside of that spectrum. And so I think it's really important if you're somebody who is involved in the fetish community, involved in the kink community, and you want to get more involved in your local community, I think the best place to start is by asking a few really important questions. The first question is, well, what are you doing to keep people safe? What are you doing to foster a more inclusive atmosphere, a more inclusive environment for your community? And what are some of those concrete steps that you can take to make those things happen? Melbourne, for example, is a very good example of this.
They absolutely are.
Absolutely. I think one of the ways in which they really actually are inspirational for the rest of the world is the fact that Melbourne Rubber continues to be one of the very few communities and events with to have an actual code of conduct, to have an anti-harassment policy, to have policies and processes that keep people, especially those who are part of historically oppressed minorities, safe and out of harm.
Comprehensive, I think that's the word to describe it all. Now, on a less serious note, look, at Rubberly, we're big fans of latex in public. Have you had any latex malfunctions?
Yes.
It's got to be a memorable moment.
Yeah. So, I think when you're wearing latex in public, obviously, the biggest question I get from a lot of people is, well, what happens when you have a blowout or a tear? And sometimes I'll go out in public with a change of clothes to have at hand. Sometimes I won't. I'll take that risk.
Emergency shorts.
Emergency shorts, exactly. I remember there was one time during my title year back in 2017 when I went to the very first inaugural Mr. Rubber Poland in Warsaw. And one of the things that's really great about going to an international fetish event or going abroad to go to a fetish event is that you get to see the city and you do a walking tour. Now, I was running late and I left my pair of shorts at home, which normally isn't a big deal, but I was wearing a particularly tight set of leggings that was size small instead of size medium, which is my usual size. And we were walking around the old town, Stare Miasto in Warsaw, which is a beautiful place. And then I suddenly felt a breeze hit my crotch. And I was like, what's going on here?
A not so refreshing breeze.
Not so refreshing breeze. I looked down, and there's about a penny-sized hole in really smack dab in the groin area. And the thing is, as people who have had blowouts or tears in public know, you gotta get that, change out of that latex right away because it'll get worse very, very quickly.
A stitch in time saves 9.
Exactly. So I just had to I had nothing to change into. I was just wearing latex. We had at least an hour left of the walking tour. So I just squeezed my legs together like this and waddled for the rest of the way around the city.
Michael Jackson's moonwalk it.
Yes, exactly. And luckily the hole did not get much worse, but it was a fun experience. So
we've all been there in one way or another. So back to the matter of business tonight. What is something that stands out for contestants tonight? What are you really looking for in our contestants?
Well, obviously I can't comment on any contestant individually, but one of the things that I'm looking out for is, and I think all three of them have really displayed this trait, which is a powerful presence. And I think one of the things I've noticed about the former winners of Melbourne Rubberman and also with the contestants tonight is This is one of the few contests, I think, where the amount of work and the amount of rehearsal and the amount of practice that everyone has put in to having that stage presence is very palpable. And it's something that's going to serve any of them well if they go on to compete in the international circuit or to go on to represent the Melbourne fetish community.
Absolutely. I mean, it's a presence that you can feel. It's not just something you see on stage. We think it's something that's tangible. We'd like to thank you for coming out to probably the most rubbery city of Australia. Yes. You're always welcome here.
Always a pleasure, and thanks for having me back. I hope to be back next year as well.
All right, you have a great night.
Thank you so much.
Sergio, welcome to Melbourne Rubberman 2023.
Thank you.
And welcome to Rubberly, which we're interviewing on today. One thing that was memorable for us last year was that amazing dance you did on stage last year. I think it set a bar. Are there any particular aspects of performance that you're looking forward to, you're judging on tonight?
I think a lot of people do get too focused on sort of it being the prime piece, like that's what's going to be more memorable. But I think more than anything, I think something that just showcases something that's solely what they love, what they enjoy. I've heard some, little snippets as to what we're going to be expecting in a few minutes. But honestly, just something that showcases their love, something that they really, really are passionate about. That's really the most memorable thing.
So, like, tearing it up on the dance floor would be a thing for you.
I am a dance floor hog. I love the dance floor.
And over the past year, how was your experience as the 2022 title holder?
It's been great. I think I've never been a person that likes the limelight. I've never really want a light on me. I've always been a very shy, introverted person, to much people's dismay. Like, I am actually very introverted, but I just know how to fake it very well.
Fake it till you make it.
That's sort of my motto for the rest of my life. But I feel what it's given me is a sense of confidence and realizing my potential and my self-worth, and that I am in a community that loves me and really supports me, and it's really brought that out of my own person.
That's fair.
Definitely.
Now, Mr. International Rubber is coming upon us.
Yeah.
So how are you feeling about representing Melbourne and, Australia in general at MIR?
I'm feeling really stoked, really happy. At the same time, I think something that I've got up my sleeve is that I feel I'm really going to be able to showcase a really nice diversity of Australia, and I think sort of break that mold that I think most people will have this conception of Australia as only sort of one thing.
Yeah.
And I think what I've got on my sleeve is that experience is a little bit different. So yeah, I'm already excited to make new connections, expand that family. So very excited, very happy.
That's really good. I mean, you have been saying in the past that you have been flying the flag for the Latex community, showing it that's another part of Australia's tapestry. I mean, that can only be a good thing.
100%. I think we're a nation. Obviously, we've got our First Nations people who are really obviously the most important part. Mm-hmm. We're a land of migrants. We've all migrated.
We've all come from somewhere, basically.
100%.
So, well, that's really good. Thanks for your time, and
you.
have a great MRM.
No, thank you.
Yeah.
The winner of Melbourne Rubberman 2023 is contestant number 1, Joel.
Welcome to Rubberly, and first and foremost, congratulations on winning.
Thank you so much. It's a very emotional night, and I'm really feeling really good. But I really appreciate everyone's coming and watching it together, watching online, watching it overseas. It's been a really nice time.
Absolutely, it's been great watching you, and it was a tough contest between your singing, which was just immaculate, and the Aliens performance, and even the improvised balloon performance that was also there as well. But we all know the show must go on. It was tough. How did you handle it?
It was very fun. I really love performing for a crowd, and I'm really looking forward to in the future showcasing more of the layout and just having more fun, including more people. I really look forward to being able to, be a representative and a role model and make people want to shine more, and be able to do more performances and have fun and just be their authentic self.
Well, you got about a year to consider it all. Is there anything immediate that you want to sort of do as title holder?
Nothing at the moment. I'm just waiting to just kind of sit down, take a rest. It feels a little bit unreal right now.
have that espresso martini, I suppose.
That's it, yeah. And like I think just like talking to the other title holders and just seeing what they want.
Yeah, thank you for your coming by to chat with us, and once again, congratulations. I hope you serve Melbourne Rubber really well.
Thank you so much.
Can't say that anymore, remember?
We're very excited to present you our coverage. Damn it!
Our feature.